In a colorful railway yard at the edge of Sunnyville town lived a tiny red train named Tommy. He was the smallest engine on the tracks, with shiny round eyes, a cheerful whistle, and a big dream: to be a hero train one day. Tommy wasn't like the other big engines. While they could carry heavy loads, zoom fast, and whistle loudly, Tommy could only pull 1 or 2 carriages at a time, and sometimes even needed a little push uphill. "Beep, beep, make way for the big trains!" laughed Rufus, the mighty blue engine, as he sped past Tommy. "Yeah, tiny Tommy should stick to carrying teddy bears and teacups," teased Lola, the long green passenger train. Tommy would smile and move aside, though inside his little engine puffed with sadness. "I may be small," he thought, "but one day I'll show them what I can do." One morning, as the sun peeked over the hills, the train yard was buzzing with activity. A storm had hit the nearby Mountainville during the night. The main track connecting Sunnyville to Mountainville was blocked by fallen trees and mudslides. "Oh no!" shouted the station master. "There are people stuck on the other side. They need food and supplies, but the tunnel to reach them is very narrow. No big train can pass through it now." Rufus got stuck halfway. Lola couldn't even fit in the entrance. Bruno, the cargo engine, didn't even try. "We need a small, brave train who can get through the tunnel," cried the station master. Everyone looked around. Then slowly, a tiny whistle sounded. Toot, toot. It was Tommy. "I can do it, sir. I may be small, but I can get through that tunnel," said Tommy, trying hard to hide the nervous quiver in his voice. The big trains chuckled. "You? That's too dangerous for a toy train." But the station master looked closely at Tommy. "You know, you might just be the right train for this job. Let's get you ready." Tommy was hooked up with a small wagon filled with food, medicine, and warm blankets. His wheels trembled with excitement as he puffed toward the tunnel entrance. It was dark inside. It was narrow. The rocks were damp, and water dripped from the ceiling. "Chugga chugga! I think I can! I think I can!" whispered Tommy as he moved forward inch by inch. Sometimes he had to bend low under hanging rocks. Sometimes he had to squeeze through tight corners. But Tommy kept going, never stopping, never turning back. Finally, after what felt like forever, a bright light appeared ahead. Tommy had made it! As he chugged into Mountainville station, the people cheered loudly. "It's a train! It's Tommy the Tiny Train! He brought us food and help!" The mayor of Mountainville bent down and shook his front bumper. "Thank you, brave little train. You saved the day." Tommy beamed with pride. He had done something no big train could do: the return and the lesson. When Tommy returned through the tunnel, the news had already reached Sunnyville. Crowds had gathered. Children waved flags. The big trains stood quietly, their eyes wide with awe. "Here comes the hero train!" shouted a child. Tommy rolled into the yard, his whistle echoing proudly. "Toot, toot!" Rufus rolled forward. "Tommy, I'm sorry I laughed at you. You really showed us all." Lola added, "You're not just the tiniest engine. You're the bravest one we've ever seen." Tommy smiled, a puff of happy steam floating above his chimney. "I always believed I could do something big, even if I'm small." From that day on, whenever there was a tricky route or an important mission, the big trains would say, "Call Tommy, the tiny train who could."